order a sandwich while he was dreaming. I woke up to lettuce, tomato, onion, and pickles. Yeah. Now, a tomato sauce. Yeah, thanks mate, have a good one. Yeah, F asterisk asterisk asterisk, yeah, this is delicious. Edit. Yes, we are Aussies. He had eaten Subway for dinner and apparently he was very happy with it. One time my partner was sleeping and said Korean barbecue. And that was it. I couldn't stop laughing and I still tease him about it sometimes. His internal monologue is external. Lots of talking to himself. Pretty much everything he thinks, he says aloud. After 10 years, it's more reassuring than strange. I used to do this as a child, and I slept in my mom's bed. She would get so annoyed she'd eventually be like, I can hear you. But it was like every night also. Sometimes if I'm thinking about inappropriate things in public, sometimes my face gets flushed because I wonder if anyone heard me, lol. This whole thread makes me feel like such a catch mayo. Same, and also makes me scared of all other humans. He wore socks in the shower because by his logic, he then wouldn't have to wash them. Never mind that if you're doing laundry anyway, throwing in a couple pairs of socks doesn't really make the load that much bigger. Or that he wouldn't remove them from his feet to wash his feet. Or that he had a horrendous foot smell and fungus problem. Or that he would then walk around in wet socks. Or that IDK, he's fucking wearing socks in the shower. This was also a hill he'd die on. Any attempt at pointing out the many issues with this was met with argument. OMG, and X did the socks thing, and it's still so gross when I remember it. He ended up with athlete's foot, but couldn't kick a soccer ball. Woke up at 3 AM to see him squatting, hunched over his backpack, bare naked. Asked what he was doing. He was eating Tums. We laughed so hard our ribs hurt. If I needed Tums badly enough to wake me up at 3 AM, I definitely would not risk naked squatting. When I was in college, I dated a guy who eventually, this is partially the reason I broke up with him, decided that he wanted to test a theory that if he stopped using soap in the shower and stopped using deodorant, that women would naturally be more attracted to him and men would be more aware of his dominance because of the smell of his pheromones. Yes, very odd thing to experiment with. I'd personally rather use soap and deodorant, and I'd like my man to do the same. That's just me though. Lol. Oh god, did you date my roommate in college? Name started with D. We lived in the same apartment complex. Cause is so, gotta tell you, he only got crazier. My partner can't sleep in his bed unless it was made before he gets in. I often like to lie in bed and read, but he will still make me get up and make the bed with him before he gets in. Says that boarding school messed him up. My brother's wife is like this. He brushed his teeth with soap. I tried this once when I was 19 because I forgot to buy toothpaste. It took one time to realize this was the wrong thing to do. Never do this. Laughing in his sleep. First time my husband did that, it was absolutely terrifying. Used to it now. I once woke up to a very creepy and sinister hee whisper laugh in the middle of the night. I awoke terrified and laid there so scared for a minute until I realized it was me. It was me laughing in my sleep. I'm creepy AF apparently. My ex had dirty dishes underneath the couch cushions and in the backs of all the cupboards because he didn't want to wash them. Like, as I'd never find those or something. I sat on the couch and heard the plates like, mon man. Rage. I sympathize with your justified rage, but this made me laugh out loud. It seems like something a 3-year-old would do. How utterly ridiculous. I just imagine your disbelief in that prolonged moment of realization when you sat down. OMG. Glad he's an ex. X would wash all of his dishes in the shower with himself. He did not have dish soap in the shower. Like Kramer? Over time, my then partner kept a journal of all the funny things I said. He wanted to be a stand-up comic. IDKY, he was trying to rip off my content because I don't think I'm funny. We broke up, thank God, and then he gifted me the journal saying that it wasn't right to rip off another comedian's work. I'm still confused. OMG, that's kind of sweet though, that he gave it to you. Did you read any of it? Chuckle, even, in, oh, yeah. I remember that way. He used to jerk off and jizz into his hand and then rubbed it onto his D asterisk 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 like a moisturizer. My fucking eyes. When he was upset, he would shut down completely, mumble random stuff and basically adapt the body language of an angry 3-year-old who didn't get the toy he wanted. If you asked him what's wrong, he would just turn away from you, still mumbling. Imagine a huge, 24-year-old man behaving like that. It was sad and annoying, because he would get upset for the dumbest reasons. My 44-year-old husband still does that. He's gotten better at it, because our sons have bravely started to point out this behavior to him, and said that adopting said behavior does not resolve anything. I've said the same to him before, but it somehow resonated with him when our sons pointed it out. I do not think I was supposed to see it, but I walked in on my then partner wearing my dirty underwear on his face, my garter belt, fishnet stockings attached, heels and masturbating. BTK killer vibes. He sometimes sings gibberish with like a Gregorian chant melody whenever he feels like it. Mine does this, and the S asterisk 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 is so annoyingly catchy, stuck in my head for hours. He dead A asterisk asterisk sleeps with his eyes wide open. My husband does this sometimes, and it's so freaky. He also will talk nonsense in his sleep, but at least that's entertaining. Recently he said to me, while sleeping, "You must close the windows for your armies and your people lol." Pee in a cup, like drinking glass, instead of going to the bathroom that shared a wall with the bedroom. She did it often. How on earth? Standing in the middle of the living room, lights off, shirt on, furiously jerking off with Cool Runnings on the TV. I saw this through the kitchen window and decided that the coat I was returning home to get just wasn't worth it at that moment. Which part of the movie? I saw it years ago and don't recall anything remotely sexy in it. It's a tie between my boyfriend was like running in his sleep the other day, and when he asked me for needle nose pliers and tape instead of a band-aid. Did he catch the squirrel he was dreaming about? I found whole gardens of nose pickings he hid under furniture, behind furniture, anywhere that's out of sight. Small bumps of his nose treasures were glued all over any hidden bit of my beautiful antique furniture. Small bumps of nose treasure is my favorite line of the day. Always wanted me to be present in the room when he shit. If I refused, he'd pout and get really fucking annoying. If I was in the shower or brushing my teeth, he'd race into my bathroom and shit. He had his own bathroom, but he would just S asterisk 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 in mine every single day every time I was in there. I hated it. I argued until I was blue in the face about how much I hated it. He would just laugh and never stop. His excuse to me asking why the F asterisk 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 he would do this to me all the time, and his response, without fail every single time, was "it's funny." Eventually I got a job that I finished earlier than him, so I'd race home and shower and get all my bathroom stuff done before he got home. Had an ex that wouldn't let me S asterisk 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 alone. He had to be there for it. It was weird. Put toothpaste directly in his mouth instead of on the brush. Could benefit from those toothpaste tablets, where you chew it and it basically creates toothpaste. He shampoos his entire face in the shower. It doesn't even bother him when the shampoo gets in his mouth / on his teeth. He just continues to talk to me as he froths at the mouth. On his teeth? That's cursed. It was January or February, and we had really bad rain. Our pool was full of leaves, branches, and shingles. It's freezing cold out. He gets in the pool to scrub the sides, vacuum, and pull everything out. We have a skimmer for that exact reason. Like those videos of huskies frolicking in the snow. If you're cold, they're cold. Nah, they just like it. My current BF made me tea one time. It took him like 2 minutes. I was thinking, wow, his teapot must be a really fast warming one. But when he handed me the cup, it wasn't as hot as I thought. Turned out he used to make tea with hot water from the faucet. I didn't even imagine it as a possibility. The tea was good though. This is a literal crime. This happened last week. My fiance and I were in bed, and it was just about dawn. I was awake. He didn't know it. All of a sudden, he flings off his blanket, put his feet up by his head, and ripped the longest, loudest fart I've ever heard. I died laughing. He started cracking up too. And, this dear sweet man is 47 years old. Lol. I'm impressed at his flexibility.